Crazy was speeding it like.
Yo, how's it going, guys? My name's Rouge2 and welcome back to my little shitty corner of YouTube. In today's video, we have a gun guide for the AUG. The AUG is a submachine gun, and the reason I picked the AUG is if you look on the accuracy, range, and damage scale, it's fairly high compared to other submachine guns, while in the fire rate, mobility, and control, it's fairly low compared to others. And in today's video, I figured I'd make a little gun guide on how to take advantage of the accuracy, damage, and range since it is so high. Starting off, you're going to want to go to one of your classes and set the primary weapon to the AUG. It's underneath SMGs, as you can see in the very top of the screen, and it's going to be the first gun there. After selecting the AUG, go over to the gunsmith, and on the muzzle, I run absolutely no muzzles, honestly. I feel like a lot of them have more negatives than positives on them, and even these ones down here, my friends tell me all the time they don't do much for them. On the barrel, I run no barrel at all, and on the optic, guys, I run a GI Mini Reflex. It just to kind of help with my accuracy and damage. And as you guys can see, it does help with the range and control a little bit more, so that does kind of bring up that bottom stat a little bit more. No stock is used, and for the perk, I use an FMJ. Ammunition, nothing needed, and for the underbarrel, I do use a Merc foregrip. Because you're only using 3 attachments, if you do already have it unlocked, feel free to use the 32 round mags. They do help out a bit considering this gun has a smaller magazine in it, but that is completely up to you whether or not you would like to add that 32 round mag. Moving on to the secondary weapon, I use the 1911 handgun. It's a very standard pistol. If you do have a Bravo 1911 Javelina, I do recommend using this instead, but for the 1911 handgun on the gunsmith, nothing needed. If you do run a muzzle, however, I do recommend this oil can suppressor. I know it looks really big on there, but it actually does help with the range and the control a bit, surprisingly. Moving on to the perks, we're going to double time, kill chain, and tune up. Double time because we want to be able to move a lot faster, and this does increase our movement speed by 30%. Kill chain, since we will be getting a lot of kills running an SMG and running all over the map, this will help kill streak kills count towards your next kill streaks. It only applies to kill streaks, though, that are earned in this life, so that is a big help. Then for the perk 3, we use tune up just so that we can get our field upgrades back 33% of the time faster. For our lethal weapon, we are using a frag grenade. You could switch that up if you wanted to. And for the tactical weapon, I will be using a flash grenade, guys. With all of that said, go ahead and pause it right now if you would like to check those perks, lethal, or tactical weapons. And feel free to change anything on here to make it more your style. For the kill streaks, you're going to want a UAV, a cluster strike, and I know this seems like a lot, but you're going to want to support Hello, which is basically, for anyone that doesn't know, it's a heavy assault helicopter that has twin turrets on the side of it to kind of patrol the map and take out any enemies roaming around. For the field upgrades, I definitely recommend either using the munitions box, which is basically you throw it down and it will refill yours and your teammates' ammo as they go to it, and refill their ammo basically by holding in X or I believe square on the PlayStation, I'm not sure. Or dead silence, because its recharge rate is very, very fast. It tends to refill completely maybe once every 2 minutes or so, and it's really nice running the whole way around the map using an SMG so that you don't have to worry about being heard when you're sneaking up or going for that flank on opponents. A big thing when you're running the AUG is I definitely recommend, like this map right here is fairly decent for the AUG. Obviously there are going to be some sniper spots, of course, running into this castle here, or what would this be considered, a temple, a castle, or something like that? Running into this, you're gonna face a lot of opponents up close, but a lot of people will sit back here and snipe you at a spawn, which can kind of be a downfall of using the AUG, because then you aren't gonna get as many kills with it, and people can easily kill you without you having a chance to get close.
Contact. Reloaded.
Another good thing about the AUG, though, is if you hit all your shots, you're gonna kill them, no matter how far away they are. As you saw, that was a pretty decent length for that kill there. Still, we're able to get them. And look, we already have dead silence. If you run into someone using a shotgun, highly chance you will lose that gunfight and not survive. Besides all that, and I feel this would be very heavily used if it was a little more easy to understand how to use SMGs in this game. Like I said in the Modern Warfare Beginner's Guide, Modern Warfare is by far the easiest kill game we've ever seen in Call of Duty. And what that basically means is it's super easy to get kills if you put bullets into people. And that does help out with the AUG, but at the same time, that puts people in a weird position considering we just came out of one of the hardest kill games, Black Ops 4 in Call of Duty. It just dropped last season, and then they gave us Modern Warfare to kind of ease up on all of the kills. Being said, people are very confused on what weapons to use and when to feel comfortable taking those shots. As you can see, I tap fire if it's long range, and I highly recommend tap firing with this SMG if it's medium or long range. That way you know you aren't wasting your whole 25 bullet magazine on just one player to hit maybe 2 of those shots with the recoil. There's a saying I like to say, and that's the shotgun to the AUG is like the Giants to Tom Brady. There's a 3-piece right there. Oh, and he got me. And guys, as you can see there, we went 17 and 14. So let's get one more game in and just basically see how that game turns out. And let's hope it's a bit of a more close quarters map. Because it keeps putting me in the Palace map, we're going to have to broaden our quick play filter. So guys, this is actually a pretty good map to play SMG or shotgun on. Of course, we are playing Kill Confirm, but honestly, Kill Confirm is a pretty fun game mode when you know what you're doing and when you're playing with a bunch of friends. That Palace map, there's snipers all over the place because they're camping and spawn trapping. On Shipment Yard, though, there's not a whole lot of places like that. Maybe 1 or 2. Maybe 3. Depends. And guys, there's a nice little 24-piece game right there. That's always good to see when you get a 24-piecer. And now guys, to go ahead and end off this gun guide, I will go ahead and show you guys my average kill per game. And let's go ahead and take a look-see.
Always tired, but I'm putting with them hoes. They only want me for my money and my snow. 120 on the 101, double shifting in my Lambo. Dripping and flexing, no fading, never take it slow. I think I'm killing the game. You think I'm killing myself? They say I'm going Cobain. I'm out here making it well. I've been drinking all night.